Parents' experience with the management of sleep disorders in children with autism, a qualitative study. Introduction: The experiences of Chinese parents in managing sleep issues in autistic children are discussed in this article. The interview data reviews both culturally particular and universal factors that affect parents' method of management. Managing sleep disturbance in children with autism present them with a number of challenges as well as significant physical and mental strains. They also developed a few coping mechanisms. This study establishes the foundation for more focused solutions in healthcare or educational setting and provides information for the modification of local policies or action. Research questions the experience of Chinese parents in managing sleep issues in autistic children. Methodology qualitative. Participants with the Autism Rehabilitation Department of the Mianyang Rehabilitation Center for Children with Disabilities and obtained an intention to cooperate. Participant recruitment was conducted by health professionals at the center, and recruitment posters were displayed on the walls of the rehabilitation center. A health professional at the rehabilitation center registered the enrolled participants and then sent the participants' information to the first author of the study team to confirm their eligibility. The research team then contacted the participants to determine the time and place of the interviews. Methodological approach used descriptive qualitative research method. Research instruments. Before the formal interview, the interviewer explained the purpose and meaning of the interview to the participants, informed them of the need to record the interview, and guaranteed their anonymity. Our interviews consisted of the face-to-face and telephone interviews. Telephone interviews were mainly for research participants who were confined due to distance and time. Result: According to the Subscale results, 18.6 of the children recurrently resist bedtime, 64% seldom fell asleep within 20 minutes of going to bed, 57% did not obtain the appropriate amount of sleep, and 57% had sleep anxiety. The following three themes were identified: one, the self-management dilemma; two, physical and psychological burden; three, different coping styles. Discussion: This study showed that almost all parents lack knowledge of sleep management and empirically determined intervention methods without training and guidance from professional organizations, which is consistent with research in Ireland. Previous studies have shown that parents of children with ASD often pay more attention to the child's core symptoms, which may lead to the neglect of coexisting sleep problems and a lack of knowledge about sleep management. Honaker and Dr. 2016. Conclusion: the result of this qualitative descriptive study suggests that parents of children with autism encounter several dilemmas in managing their children's sleep disorders in China. They feel burdened physically and psychologically and adopted different coping stylists. Healthcare professionals must recognize and understand this process to help and support parents in future. Parents training related to the management of sleep disorders in children with autism should be further enhanced to improve their management, increase their knowledge, and overall solid support system, focusing on psychological care and help reduce parents' psychological burden. Implication: management of sleep disorders in children with autism is an international challenge as each country and region has a different culture and medical service model. Future programs for the management of sleep disorders in children with autism should be actively explored to suit each country's situation, to conduct a comprehensive and specific management program. It is necessary to identify the problems that exist so that improvement goals can be set. This qualitative study identified the experience of parents of children with autism in China in managing their children's sleep disorders, which can provide guidance for the development of sleep disorders management programs for children with autism. In addition, the experience of health professionals in the management of sleep disorders in children with autism should be further explored to understand their difficulties and needs. By understanding stakeholder experience, we can build a sleep disorders management program for children with autism that is suitable for the country's situation. Limitation: in the selection of the sample, we took into account as much diversity as possible in terms of gender, age, relationship with the child, and education level. However, due to time and condition constraints, only only 14 parents from the Mianyang City Rehabilitation Center for children with disabilities were interviewed in the study. Parents from other situations may have new insight, but we did not interview them. Second, exploring the experience of clinical staff can provide insight into the dilemmas of managing sleep disorders in children with autism from different perspectives to facilitate the development of systematic and comprehensive policies. However, our study currently collects only the experience of parents of children with autism and has not yet systematically integrated the experience of clinical healthcare professionals in the sleep management of children with autism. In addition, the study was conducted by two bilingual team members who are well versed in qualitative research and who translate the Chinese transcript into English to ensure accuracy. However, due to time, human and financial constraints we did not perform a reverse translation.